Hey everybody, so we're back because I got paid today. It's the last day of the month. So yeah, here to budget out my second paycheck of April. And just make sure that things are all tidied up because tomorrow the month will roll over and I want to make sure that I'm squared away for anything that has to happen for April. So first things first, I'm just going to check the card. This has still not cleared, but I already have the money set aside, so when it does, then I'll just pay it. So I'm not too worried about it being there. Okay. So we're in April. There's nothing that I need to fund. Well, it's the last day of the month, so there's nothing I need to fund. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go into May and then start budgeting out my second paycheck. So I need to put money towards my student loan payment categories. And then mortgage is done. These are all filled in. I think I need money for the internet, so I need 98 bucks total. I'd already put 18 from the last paycheck. And this 5 is going to roll over. So let me actually put that in ready to sign. And I need 79.63. Cool. And I put 120 here for electricity. I think 20 of that will roll over from last month, which is fine. 30 bucks. So all of these are funded. I got some new subscriptions. I have a few friends who have YouTube channels that I want to support, so I've added those as subscriptions every month, and I'm happy to do that. And I need to put another $3 here. Okay, so all of that's taken care of. And then let's do groceries. So I'm gonna have 78 in the restock category, 78.53 already, so I'll do 100 minus that. For anybody who's new to YNAB, which is this software, your categories, if you've set them up as like refill up to, will not show you that they're like funded if you're still in the previous month, as in the date on your calendar, like the day you were actually living in is in the previous month. So because today is the last day of April, but I'm budgeting ahead into May, my categories, right, they have dollar amounts here which tell you kind of like what's still left that's not been accounted for from previous months. As in not spent, sorry. It's accounted for, but it's not spent from previous months. And so what I do is, instead of like putting, you know, I have this set up, the target column, which is actually a feature from the YNAB Toolkit browser extension. So I have this open just so that I can kind of eyeball, right, like my targets every month. But for example, the grocery restock category, it's telling me I need 78.53 more because it thinks I should be funding, right, the full 100. But because I already have that left over from last month, I'm just going to assign the additional delta between $100 and that 78.53 so that tomorrow when it rolls over, this will be green. So I have to do that for all of my categories. I actually have not gotten gas yet. I will need to. Wow, I went the whole month of April without filling up my tank. That's pretty impressive. So I'm gonna need to get gas, and I will just put another 35 in here just to have extra, because I might want to get like a car wash or something, so it's fine, it can just be there. I'd rather have more than not enough. My restock and refresh category, I didn't spend any money, so I'm not going to touch it. I do need to fund insurance for the car. I'm going to go ahead and put the full 300 in my unexpected category, because even though I'm trying to cut down, I keep spending it, so I may as well do that. Okay, and then let's put 450 there for travel. Okay, so this is an interesting one because I already have a bunch of money left over. I know I have an upcoming appointment. Let's see what that total is. So 214 minus 83. It's 131. Huh. I think that's actually what I spend on it on a monthly basis. 144. Oh, that target is not even correct. Interesting. Okay, so this target needs to be, there we go, that's more realistic. Okay, 227. And I had 405. So I think what I'm going to do is move 178 of this to my ready to assign. And then this is still full. And I'm gonna throw another like 65 in here because I need to probably get my nails done this month. Well, that should cover that. Okay, cool. I have more than enough in this category, so I'm not gonna top it off right now. Slot time, so we just do the same thing where we take what's left in it and add the difference. All right. And then okay, so it's gonna do the refill. I mean, I've set up a target that's redoes it, so it's going to ask me for 125 bucks eventually. Okay, and then don't need money there. In fact, I'm going to hide this category because it's done. 954. Oops, 45, sorry. Read that incorrectly. Okay. Need 250 here. Just put 250 there. it's gonna roll over from last month. Or I could just move this out and be done with it. And then just put the correct amount in the next month, which is probably, oops, what I will do. All right, let's just do 250. It's literally the same thing, but it's a little easier to see the green that way. Okay, so we have May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 9 months. $114, just round up. Okie dokie. I think that's everything for me, which is awesome. And the other categories will just roll over to fill these in the new month. I'm gonna keep these like $6 where they are, just because I can always move them later in the month if I need to move things around, but I'd rather not mess with it right now. Okie dokie. Is there anything in reimbursements I need to worry about? No. Cool. So I will be checking in tomorrow when I get my interest earned on all my accounts so that I can assign those out. And that will be how I kind of do my rollover from month to month. So the month rolled over, it's now May. I'm going to put in all the interest earned so that it lands in the right categories, make sure my budget's all set up, and then we're good to go. So let me just make sure that everything rolled over properly first, which it looks like it did, as long as everything's green. Cool. And then I basically need to go through each of my accounts and add in the interest earned. And the reason I do this one by one is because, well, if you've not seen any of my other videos, it's because my bank allows me to have different like buckets for my savings, and each of them earns interest. So essentially anything that I have in a specific category, I just add that interest earned back into that category, so that way I don't need to like move the money around. Okay, and then we'll go here. There's a lot of these. So thanks for bearing with me. You don't need to do it the same way. You could just have one savings account. I mean, honestly, in YNAB, it makes it so easy. You could just have one savings account and assign everything to its specific category and not go through all of this. But I had set up these kind of buckets before I started using YNAB, and I, yeah, just haven't wanted to change it. So I go through this lovely exercise every single time. I think it also makes it a little easier since I do save different amounts for different things. Just works better for my brain to have it like broken up. But I know many people who just have one line item and one savings account, or 10 line items and one savings account. It's really whatever works for you. And then the last one, cool. And then I just need to make sure, so there's a bunch of things that that are automatic transfers that happen. So let me go ahead and make sure that those get moved over so that I can reconcile my bank account before the month really gets going. Cool. And then that's basically what I do at the start of every month so that these numbers will match up with the amounts that are actually in my budget, in my accounts. And then that way throughout the month when I spend things, I know exactly, how much is available. Cool. I will be back. I I'm probably going to do another video where I kind of go through my spending for the last month, so for April, and then I'll definitely be back in another video once my first paycheck in May comes in. All right. Thanks so much for joining me in this video. Please hit that like button, subscribe, get notified as I post new content. It really helps my channel grow. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.